Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the current Executive Insights. While Bandgap technologies have been implemented widely worldwide among our customers, if you're looking for high efficiency, high power density, and you want to get your power losses as low as possible, the only way to go is silicon carbide or gallium nitride. My name is Riccardo Collura. I'm the Power Segment Manager worldwide at Future Electronics, and I have a great pleasure today to have Kris, Global Marketing Vice President for Power Solution Group at onsemi, and Sravan Vice President and General Manager at Green Industrial Power Solution Business Unit at onsemi. So with them, I'm going to talk about the power technologies, the power strategy, investment, in particular what Bandgap devices, silicon carbide, that onsemi are having in the recent years. So first of all, thank you, Sravan and Kris. Thanks for joining me, and welcome to the Executive Insights.
Happy to be here. Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Riccardo. Thanks. Happy to be here.
Great. So maybe we just can kick it off, just introducing yourself, your role at onsemi, and elaborate a bit more, the power strategy that onsemi has around power technologies.
Sure. Let me start. So I'm Kris Casey, as you mentioned. I'm the Vice President of Marketing for the Power Solutions Group. And, when I think about our focus on power, it's really about leading with silicon carbide and IGBT technologies so that we can advance in areas like electrification, also renewable energy or industrial automation or AI data centers. Because what we're motivated by is enabling our customers to solve their most complex challenges in these areas. That's what I think about when I think about onsemi and the focus of power.
Great, thank you. Sravan, you want to go next?
Sure, Riccardo. Again, nice to meet you. Thanks for inviting us for this interview. So to introduce myself, I'm Sravan Vanaparthi. I manage industrial power products. Again, to give you an overview, there is a leading supplier of power products globally, and especially we are seriously investing and focusing on in IGBTs and silicon carbide technology. We believe these both silicon and silicon carbide technologies will enable future efficiencies and performance to the power applications, and our investments in this area definitely being realized with the new technologies and new platforms we are launching and gaining share in these product lines.
Thank you, Sravan. So again, I'm really looking forward to have this chat with you. At Future Electronics, we are highly focusing on power, and for sure, onsemi for us is a key supplier to be successful on that segment. And we invest a lot on power resources worldwide. We have a dedicated team to help support our customers, especially when it comes to new technologies as silicon carbide. So maybe we can elaborate a bit more about the specific investment that onsemi are doing, in particular with silicon carbide devices, and how you think you are achieving success on this with this technology.
Yeah, let me start with maybe a high-level view, and then Sravan can add some additional details. So first of all, across our broad portfolio of products, onsemi has what we consider to be a formidable manufacturing capability. And if you deep dive into silicon carbide specifically, though, and investments that we're making there, in Q1, we completed our acquisition of our SiC JFET portfolio. This opens up over $1 billion of opportunities for us in areas like AI data centers and solid-state circuit breakers. So we're engaged with you, our partners, as well as with customers in order to drive that. We're really excited about it. In addition to that, we continuously invest in silicon carbide, whether that's in 200 millimeter manufacturing, as well as really ultimately the technologies in getting those next generation products to market. That's where our investments are focused.
To add to that, as Kris mentioned, not only investing in capacities and as well as adding more higher wafer size technologies to silicon carbide, but as a power company, onsemi is seriously investing in developing new technologies around this material. right? So innovation is where we believe will bring more value and edge to our solutions, and then we continue to invest in front end technologies developing from different generations from Gen 3 to Gen 4. Apart from that, we also invest heavily in packaging. We believe packaging is a key piece of this technology where the die can bring the performance, but the package will enable that performance into application. And then that's where we are focusing on building new package technologies around these devices. And apart from packaging and front end technologies, we also invest heavily in providing application solutions, right? We are here to solve customer problems. So we look at emerging markets and tend to be there with the solutions which can solve customer problems and bring more performance to their applications.
So you mentioned package, which I think is important because silicon carbide is not silicon, and then the optimized package is not the same optimized package of silicon, and for sure this is important that you are investing on try to help the customer to make everything smooth, because it's not simple to drive silicon carbide to the thermal management. So it's great to hear that you are taking care of that. We're gonna touch on that later. Perhaps when it comes to onsemi is playing a huge role in a lot of market applications, but when it comes to target application, in particular with silicon carbide, where you really have success and you are really leading the market, what are the main application? I guess in both automotive and industrial market, I would say.
Definitely. Let me take the lead here. So automotive has been seriously investing in growing our silicon carbide product line into all the applications to address. Our primary focus has been automotive traction. We believe silicon carbide has been the go-to technology for traction applications, especially to drive the motor, and we continue to drive this application with new technologies, new packaging, and new power products. And we continue to harness this technology to support the emerging trends in the market, going from 400 volts battery to 800 volts battery, and people now talking about 1000 volts battery. So we are right there providing solutions to these new trends in the battery technology to be able to provide semiconductor solutions to bring more value to our customers in the automotive space. Apart from automotive space, we are also heavily invested and also have been playing in energy segment, especially in the solar and storage market, where we have huge solutions both from silicon carbide solutions as well as hybrid solutions to combining IGBT with silicon carbide, where they gain more efficiency and performance by combination of IGBT and silicon carbide. And also the emerging storage market, right? We see a huge market emerging around storage, where customers are able to utilize the energy during off peak and able to utilize that in a peak hours, and that's where we bring our advanced silicon carbide solutions to gain more efficiency to the applications. And apart from automotive and energy markets, we have a huge potential where we are seeing that in AI cloud data centers, where the data center power rack power is going continuously be higher, and then there is a lot of need and demand for high performance power conversion devices, and that's where silicon carbide comes into play, and that's where we are putting our investments in.
Great. I mean, we are a global distributor as well, so we see all those applications around the world, and we have customer on those applications that you mentioned in industrial automotive. So it's quite nice to see how our target applications align. And by the way, onsemi and Future Electronics are running together a joint campaign on e-mobility. So we discussed with your colleagues and my colleagues about EV charging, energy storage, light electric vehicle, BMS, which is also important when it comes to the ecosystem of silicon carbide. So I'm happy that we are continuing, our cooperation together when it comes to power, in particular with the silicon carbide. Of course, is a tough market. We all know there are a lot of competitors out there. You already mentioned some key differentiator there and there, but I would like you both to give us a bit more details about the vertical integration, the packaging, and how you try to differentiate yourself versus your competition.
I take the differentiation how we bring from a technology. right, Ricardo, we continue to be investing heavily in developing new technologies to be able to bring that RSP, which is a key element in reducing the RDS sounds per die area. And that will have a significant savings to our customers in terms of lower losses, as well as reducing their cost around heat sink and cooling aspect of the solution. But apart from that, we also tend to optimize our devices very specific to end applications, such as we have specific devices or technologies covering automotive applications. We have specific technologies and device covering industrial and AI specific applications, right? Because there is more savings we can do by optimizing the devices to specific to those end applications. Apart from that, we also have gate driver technologies within on semiconductor, where we tend to pair onsemi gate drivers with onsemi silicon carbide devices to gain more efficiency by combining the gate drive strength and the device together, so that we have a complete solution with a fully optimized power management product to be able to support customers for better performance.
I think if I just add to that, at a high level, the silicon carbide supply chain brings challenges. That's for sure inherently. But in particular today, I would say that with geopolitical uncertainties, and we've all seen the shifting regulations across countries, I don't think that anyone would argue that supply chain resiliency and diversification are really critical components, especially in this type of critical technology like silicon carbide. So that's an area where we're clearly engaged in advancing with a focus on that supply chain resiliency as well.
And that's very important. I mean, one of the main concern among our customers is exactly what you explained, the supply chain. We have this cycle where a customer are getting nervous when they cannot find the devices. But the fact that a company like you are investing hugely on the supply chain give the customer a much higher confidence, not only on the technical side, but also on the commercial side, on the supply chain. So, and thank you for bringing it up in the conversation, Kris. And then, of course, we talk about the production of silicon carbide, the technology packaging. But at the end, what we want to do is to support our customer, to help them, especially when it's new technologies like wide bandgap devices. So my next question to you both is, how do you support your customer? What kind of ecosystem you build in terms of evaluation board, reference design, simulation tools, which is also important, to help them to introduce the new technologies in their complex systems?
Sure. At a high level, let me start by highlighting that we have a wide range of collateral. That's from system solution selling guides, interactive block diagrams, of course, and easy to find what we think product and application training. But then beyond that, we also bring a very powerful lineup of web tools for our customers and partners to use. So first of all, with the Elite Power Simulator, that's allowing users to simultaneously simulate at the boundaries of process condition and from nominal to worst case. That's a very powerful tool, a real differentiator for customers. In addition to that, we also have the self-service Plex model generator that shortens the development time because the SPICE models are both physical and scalable. And then the final web tool that we'll mention is the Web Designer Plus Power Supply. And that's allowing customers to design power supplies across a variety of topologies. So these tools are about helping customers save time and getting to market faster, which we know is a differentiator.
Thank you. Not only customer, but you also help us to help customer, with the block diagrams and all the material that we can find in your website, very well made.
Right. Yeah. To add to that, we also have a selection of eval boards we develop to able to help our customers to be able to debug the device, at least get to their designs faster with the help of these eval boards. And also, we also provide reference designs on some of the target applications we set onto. So those designs and help our customers to get to market faster with already proven solutions in our labs.
Oh, great. And I think I would like to also highlight the cooperation between our design center in Europe and onsemi engineering, where when we developed two platforms together called Sonic and Ganon, where we are implementing your silicon carbide, and not only, also controller, PFC, LLC. Those are 3 kilowatt, and together we can offer the full solution to our customer for AC main down to the DC voltage at the output with very high efficiency. And this is thanks to the collaboration of our engineering team and your engineering team. So once again, thank you. So now my next question is about our partnership. So we talk about your company, your investment, but how you think we, as your channel partner, we can help better support you in winning in power, silicon carbide, and other domains at our customer. What we can bring to you, if you want to answer.
Sure. We'll take a stab at it. So winning in the mass market is really important to onsemi. It's a critical part of our strategy. And to win there, we're relying on Future as a partner to bring two critical components together. First, the Future FAEs have both a broad product knowledge, but also really understand the onsemi portfolio. And we're relying on the FAEs to bring that together with the deep customer intimacy that we know that Future has with the mass market customers. That's a pool of customers that is huge, and we wouldn't be able to touch that intimately on our own. So we're really relying on Future for that, to bring those two pieces together so that we can win.
Yeah, I agree with Chris's point here, right? We are looking forward with our channel partners like you, Future, which is our key partner for silicon carbide, to bring value proposition, the value we develop from our silicon carbide technologies, as well as our offerings in gate drivers and combination of MOSFETs. I think it will be a good close collaboration to work with your FAEs and our AEs to be able to bring this value to our customers, help them solve their solutions, and then make them successful along with us being successful here. So
we try to do our best. As I said, we have a lot of dedicated resources dedicated for power worldwide, and we really try to make it happen and to help together our customer. So thanks for that. So that was my last question. But if I'm not mistaken, you are going to PCIM in a couple of weeks. So perhaps we can meet there face to face and maybe continue some discussion around silicon carbide and onsemi ecosystem and support to our customer, if you like.
Yes, thanks for having us, and we will be at PCIM and look forward to meeting you in person.
Great.
Sravan,
hey, nice meeting you.
It's good to see you face to face finally. Yes. So we are at PCIM 2025 in Nuremberg. What technology we can find in your stand today and tomorrow and Thursday?
Good. As I mentioned, right, there's a lot of exciting stuff going on. We have quite a show here presenting our solutions for automotive and industrial. For automotive, we have a onboard charger at display, 11 kilowatt bidirectional. For industrial, we have a 100 kilowatt fast DC charger. We have IPM for motor drive for heat pump application, and we have a silicon carbide JFET at show presenting our circuit breaker solution.
So for now, I would like to really thank you, Kris and Sravan. Thanks for the audience. And of course, if you have any question, please feel free to contact us at shapingthefuture@futureelectronics.com. For sure, we will be happy to come back to you with an answer. So thanks for joining us in the current. See you next time. Thank you.